Have a glass. I really love it. Can you hear me all right? Yeah. Everyone take a seat and have a glass. I think Mr. Phil Professor is going to...
I'm here. I'm here.
Right,
everyone, sit down.
Are you going to go a cappella or you want some... songs, microphone?
Well, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
We're quite an intimate gathering here. Thank you for the offer, Mac. Oh, no, stay. Andy, hurry up, we need you. Aaron, come and have a seat. Right, are we all gathered? Can everybody hear?
Phil, get the headset.
Get the headset.
Tom, can you hear me down there? I think you can. Yeah. Okay. So.
Wait, where's the music coming from?
The speaker. Yeah, 1 sec. So, a very, very warm welcome to the marriage of my daughter Beth to her husband, Ollie. It's so nice to see so many familiar faces. In fact, I had originally made a small list of the people who I hadn't met before, but actually I feel like I've met you all, those few, today. So, but I think we should congratulate Ollie's brother and sister on the birth of Sebastian and Alfie. Not even 1-year-old, he's got a cork in his mouth. He's a true bot. Beth, you look absolutely stunning. And Denise and I are very, very proud of you. I think it's a lovely idea to gather your really closest friends, your immediate family, for a small gathering like this, cooking your own food in your own backyard. It's just a lovely thing to do. I know we're going to have a lot of fun, and it speaks to the values that you both share. I think also it's a testament to your party packing skills to pull this off. And I thought, what are the 3 essential skills that you need, that you've got, to pull something like this off? So I wrote them down. I thought the first one is organisational skills. You can talk people into signing up for pretty much, especially marriage. You're also highly creative, and so making something beautiful is one element of creativity, but also solving problems with uncommon solutions. And you've got that in spades. And thirdly, and perhaps most endearingly, you're incredibly popular. People love being around you, especially myself included. So sweet. So Denise and I, we love your zest for life. We really do. And we're so happy that you found one.
So we.
Which brings me on to your son, actually. No, Ollie, I mean, like Beth, you're a foodie. I mean, like Beth, you love art and design. But actually, I think more importantly, you both share the same philosophy, the same work-life balance attitudes, and I think that means that you're going to have a great life together. I think. But you've also brought a lot of harmony to that. I do mean. And I think you're more than a couple. You're also best friends. You're also soulmates. So welcome to our family. And you come with a wonderful package and
I've never been called a package.
well, I have the package, two other wonderful children, and two other wonderful in-laws, and two other wonderful grandchildren. So I'd say final comment for Denise. Yeah. You've been a truly wonderful mother and role model. I do mean that. And you, Ella and George, have been with Beth, obviously, and instrumental in everything she did. So I'm hoping you two can reconfirm your vows in Southwest France sometime next year, so we can have an even bigger party and have more friends and more relatives. But what a brilliant start this is. And without further ado, I'll hand over to you.
Thanks.
I feel like it's for you.
Wait for this.
You can always hand over to someone else.
No, I'll let you do this.
Go for it, Ollie.
No, I'll. Hi everyone. Many of you know I'm not accustomed to this. I don't know a lot of friends look on to this moment of a relish, this moment of floundering chaos. But here we go. So, as many of you know, I'm an architect. And I spend an awful amount of time thinking about houses. More importantly, I think a lot about the idea of home and what that means to me. And more importantly, the idea of home as a broad concept of not just the building, but the people and the ideas that are encapsulated within that space. I was going to spend my time in France to speak to you all about all of the homes that I've lived in, all of the people that I've lived with, and most of which are here. Good news, Phil. And I'm going to save that like full-length speech because I don't think it's the time or place to really go into that level of detail. Now, so I think one of the now I won't go into that much detail now, but it seems fitting that just last week Beth and I moved in to our own home, something that we owned together, something which we had the space to enjoy everyone here, have this amazing day together, and I think crowd is hot. The crowd is very hot.
Should we move on to
So
Beth?
I had the privilege of marrying Beth in the company of all of the people that I've ever lived with. In this new wonderful home that we have. I feel like we've read. Now, so no, we're going to put it back. So, one of the real true joys of the last few months is spending a huge amount of time in our homes. A huge amount of time spending in our homes. One of the true joys that Beth and I have had, and I don't speak to that person, is talking a lot about what our future lives are. And that's laughing a lot. It's a serious word. I think we've talked a lot about a future life where we spend a lot more time together. One where we prioritize our relationship and our friends way more than we prioritize the work that we do. And I think that's an incredible mantra that we can all live by, particularly as going into our new married life. I think this also stems from the idea, one of the key ideas that I really fell in love with. One of her key characteristics, and Phil actually touched on it as well. It's one of her deep love for love. Her absolute intensity for living every moment. And
Let's go on.
I'm going to go for the beginning. I think this all stems from one of the reasons I felt so deeply. Her intense and captivating love for life. She lives for every inch of it. There's absolutely no time for not living every moment to its fullest. Beth, it's the greatest honor of my life to spend every last moment with you. Now I feel like getting to the end of the speech. It's just been more comedy, and it was meant to be quite emotional. So now I'll end this toast on nicking one of Beth's great catchphrases from our time at Cambridge. It encapsulates her pure spirit and pure joy for life, and all the people within it. So, if you'd like to raise a glass with me, to all of the love, to all of the Beths, to all of the friends, all of the time. Charlie's your quote done. It's all about the delivery, guys. I learned all of my delivery tactics from reading Charles' speech. I don't know who's next.
Ollie.
Matt.
We just read ahead. Oh, that is quite funny.
Also, this isn't true.
Okay, I'll say something. Beth exploded into our lives. We were quite naive with our first child. We were so naive we thought that we needed a hobby because we wouldn't be going out much. And so having a baby would mean we had loads of time. And Spanish go tango dancing. Didn't work out that way. So Beth has always had this enormous energy and love for life, which is fantastic. get you a glass. Are you drinking wine or not?
Oh, that's much better. There we go.
Put it with water. I could have water. Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Hey, turn this off. You can't really hear me. Oh, come on! And I got a hell yeah! Yeah! Now we're talking. All right. Is this a wedding? Yeah! Fuck yeah! Party! I've got a few words. I've got a few words. Is that fine? You think you can say it? I've known Betty since I was 10. Not much has changed, obviously. She's taught me a lot over the years. I would say the first was how to build a platonic relationship. A platonic relationship. Despite my best endeavours to instigate all sorts of sort of unsalubrious games like one-on-one spin the bottle. Classic. Very hard to get off the ground. Pass the ice cube, similarly hard. Really learned my lesson. And most attempts would generally happen at the end of the Gayton Road Festival, after about half a beer. Truthful. Firmly but kindly rejected. Cheers, Bets. But after solidifying our friendship, we graduated to like deep chats and that. Happens to all of us, right? Going for a ciggy and a walk behind Gayton Road. Hallowed grounds for chats about GCSEs and the love life between St Hampstead and UCS boys. Great relationships, all of them. Many of them stand the test of time, actually. And more recently, I've seen Betty just conquer boundaries like no one else, break boundaries even like no one else. Whether it's sort of bathing in. Can anyone see me? Yeah, that's fine. Bathing in blue paint for A-levels. Unbelievable sight, Bets. Unbelievable sight. Or just drinking an entire bottle of whiskey and sort of passing out the dance floor. Unbelievable, carried out, and then maybe even having a wee in Leicester Square. Absolutely fine. But actually, I think the most impressive of those escapades was definitely, I think in retrospect, you go to Delhi for 2 weeks as like an 18-year-old, sort of quite white lady, just being like, hey, what's up? And you're like bargaining the hell out of some rickshaw drivers, which I think can only have been some far-sighted effort to prepare for negotiating business tactics. Very impressive. So, Bets, I'd say I've got loads of fun. That's all crap scrubbed out. These are the jokes I scrubbed out. So I'd say, no, I'll go for them. It's fine. I'll go for them. It's not PG, but it's fine. So I say, Bets, you've always been there. I love you so much, and long may our friendship continue. And all the bloke. So, so to Betty and Ollie.
Yeah, you're right. Good bloke.
Cheers. So, anyone? Yeah. I'm telling you. Yeah.
That's your problem.
I can't be direct.
I actually would like to.
Can you do karaoke with me?
So, I, unlike most of you, I've actually known Ollie all his life. And for the first 18 years of his life, I tried to give him advice, and sometimes it worked out, sometimes it didn't. But he went for an interview. Well, no. He was preparing for an interview for a certain university, and I gave him some money to buy a suit. and he went out and bought this suit and came back and I said, Christ's sake, you bought this monstrosity of brown suit. I said,
Skinny.
you, Mr. Bean, the most finest institution in the UK, you can't go for an interview in a brown suit. But he did. And the rest is history. And I don't give him any advice. Because Ollie is one of those people in life that just wins. And in his own style. And in his new wife, they're the same. They win at life in their own style, and I have enormous respect for that. But what I wanted to say most of all was we're here to celebrate the wedding of Ollie and Beth. But almost as important to me is we have the union of two great families. The Peters of North London. We love you. To be honest, ever since the first time we all met, we all got on. And it's just fantastic that we now have the Peters of North London and the Harpingtons of Emsworth united in this powerful union of families that I feel could take over Peckham. So here's a union of two great families.
Back into Savannah.
I didn't see BP. I
No,
just
it's
saw
like
poop.
this, yeah. I saw poop, I don't know what it said.
Why did he get that?
Right, should I go?
Go on,
Yeah.
Take the headset. Take the headset. I feel like that's Max.
Have you got a PowerPoint there?
It's a live line.
Where's the laser pointer?
That was a pre-read, so... Thank you everyone for coming. I think a lot has changed perhaps since we started planning our wedding. But there have been a few constants that I would like to celebrate. Firstly, my parents. I think going out into the world has made such a difference to know that you are endlessly behind us. Showing your love mainly through actions, from big, setting up a charity essentially to fight for our health, through to small, buying a beer fridge to ensure that drinks were perfect. Quite big. All I can say is a million thank yous to you both. To Ollie, my husband. Can you get a hand there?
10 years in the wedding.
10 long years. When I tried to sum up these 10 long years, no, literally I didn't have any memories. I was like, how do we summarize? It's like, why have we been so lucky to have this time together and it be so easy on us?
I realised that there is symbolism in our birthdays. I, born on Halloween, dark, spooky, famous for the sort of witchy connotation. Slytherin! Slytherin! Slytherin!
Sexy
Good,
cat.
yeah.
Sexy cat. No, yeah, Slytherin.
First is Ollie, who's born on essentially the summer solstice, the lightest day, named for its magical property and association with things. And I concluded in this that I think it's symbolic of the fact that he just brings a lot of light to our relationship. In a few different ways. I think firstly, actually, Holly's boyfriend Joe said to me about 6 months ago, he was like, just can't imagine Ollie not smiling. And it's true, that's everyone's mental image, right? I think secondly, it is delightfully easy to make him Pretty basic. First, sunshine, of course. Those legs do not tan themselves. And we can also thank Karen and Andy for excellent genes. Secondly, baked goods. Who can really be surprised when he's the son of a woman who brings an emergency cake to every wedding? And I mean, I'll take it home. Don't worry. And I think, of course, it's friends. I think he and I both take so much joy from having the privilege of being your friends, everyone who cares, and do not take your presence for granted in any sense. It's one in, one out. But some are more trouble than they are worth. I ask you, who was present when Ollie chipped his tooth, broke his leg, and dislocated his finger? Mr. Ian Ross. Naughty penguin.
It's nothing to do with me.
No, the leg break had absolutely nothing to do with you, Ian.
Yeah,
Nothing to do.
But I think finally, and perhaps most importantly, he has a strong sense of optimism, I think particularly when it comes to us. I distinctly remember sitting on the doorstep of a house party where you of course have all of the serious conversations in your life, discussing whether I should move to America for 2 years. I was nervous, but Ollie took my hand and said, don't worry, we are solid. You should go. I will be here when you come home. Yeah, my parents are the And he was right. We are incredibly solid. I have never felt more at home than I do now, celebrating our love with you all. And not a day goes by without me catching a glimpse of Ollie and thinking about how tan he is. Thinking about how like truly lucky I am to have found him.
Oh.
I cannot wait to continue building my life together. Everyone raise a glass.
Excited for France now. No, it's not enough.
We're bored of this party. Beckham is rubbish compared to
Great narrative. It's like a trailer.
It's been like, I know, stop. We've all been like, they started. Give us more
But also, can I just say that Ollie, the fact that Ollie's dislocated his finger means that his ring was up, like it was his ring finger. It was
Yeah, he
like his wedding ring looks loose as a result.
It was a really quite stressful moment.
It wasn't really. It's a bit bad. Ian went on the speech, we get back to his French, we didn't want to be the first.
Come on, Ian.
Well, so, I mean, I don't speak for everyone here. But knowing Ollie and Beth, it's okay. The true joy of the family is whether it be Christmas with Artington, without Ollie because he had a bad leg. Or just turning up at Peter's unannounced. I have to say, like, the only way that you're so lovely is because you came from such lovely parents and such lovely family.
Yes.
And without them, we wouldn't be here. So really, let's raise a glass to everyone.
Yes. Raise it all. Yes, well done. Where's your cough, babe?
He sucked it dry.
Someone get me another. He's fast.
Any more water?
When I was we just trying to. We can talk about this season now.
Do you know what? If I don't do this now, I'm not.
Are you talking about wine words?
Project! Okay. Wait. I'm going to do an Ollie in many ways, to be honest. I'm going to read from my phone and it will also be a bit.
Just school towards that.
Yeah, we're not good at the public speaking. So instead of doing an actual speech, I've decided that actually just words, or a few words, might be best to sum up this beautiful occasion. So.